Do you think that Belphemon is jealous of Leopardmon's hair? I mean, just look at it.
Check this out! Ha-ha!
The Belphemon player is going to start. They will hatch the Demimeramon and Digivolve into the Phascomon. They'll pass turn by playing the purple memory boost. Looking at the top 4, they have a couple of options, but they're going to pick the Gizmon AT. The rest will go to the bottom of the deck in any order, and then it will be my turn, and I'm going to draw and hatch the Tokira Bolmon, and I'll Digivolve into the Terriermon, and then Digivolve straight into the Micmon. To pass turn, I'm going to make sure I have a memory setter, so I play Yoshino. Opponent is going to draw for their turn. They're going to move out the Phascomon and play out the Giz AT. They'll use the on play to reduce the cost by 4 by deleting the Phascomon. Then they'll do the draw and trash from Demimera, and then they will draw and trash from Phascomon. The Gizmon AT will allow them to draw to trash 2, so they'll get that out of the way. We can see that they've already loaded up a Belphemon Rage mode into their trash, so gonna watch for that. And then they're gonna set the Tamer. Akihiro is the dedicated Tamer for this deck. It is very good. My turn, I will draw. I'm going to get set to 3. Then I'm gonna play the green memory boost. So looking at the top 4, we'll see if I can get something that I need. I'll grab the Salamon, and then I am just going to play the Salamon out. So passing turn on 3, looking at the top 3, only one valid target, so Leopardmon gets added to hand. The rest go to the bottom. At the end of my turn, my opponent's Akihiro will be able to draw one trash 1 for them, and that's going to allow them to put a Proto Gizmon in trash. They then draw for their turn. They get to hatch the Demimeramon. They're going to swing at security, and I get another Yoshino on field. They'll play a second purple memory boost. Looking at the top 4, they've got 2 targets. They're going to grab the sleep mode, and I should be worried because they are going to be able to play this sleep mode, and they popped the purple memory boost before this, but now a bunch of effects happen. So they're going to be able to use the Tamer effect to delete the Gizmon AT, which will reduce the cost by 6. So it's only going to cost 5, and then during the on deletion of the Gizmon AT, they can bottom deck 2 of the Gizmons that they have to play a Gizmon XT from trash for free, which they did manage to load up. And then they play another Tamer with the XT on play, and then the Belphemon on play triggers, and they put a Belphemon Rage mode underneath.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It is my turn. I'm going to move out and hopefully do as much as they have. I'll Digivolve into the Lilamon for 3. I'll then be able to suspend both of my Yoshinos to gain 2 memory, and then I'm able to crack the green memory boost, so gaining another 2 memory. I'm on 4. Digivolve into the Leopardmon. I will use the when Digivolving / main effect to play out a green Digimon, reducing the cost by 4. This means that I play the Terriermon for absolutely free, and now I have a memory blocker on the field. I'll Digivolve into the Leopard mode on top of the Leopardmon. It only costs 1 because it is on top of the Leopardmon, and I get to suspend the XT, and now I start swinging. So I'll swing at security. It's 2 checks. When attacking, I will unsuspend the Leopard mode. With my inheritables, I am at 16,000 DP, so I'll go for another check. I'll suspend the Terriermon to unsuspend again, so that's another 2. I do set a Tamer for them, and then another Gizmon goes to the trash. Swinging for the last time, I check the last security, and then I'm going to Digivolve into the Quartzmon. Now, I still can't affect the Belphemon, but everything else will be suspended, and I will gain 4 memory, so this only costs me 2. I know he's about to clear most of my board, but hopefully he won't be able to get over the Quartzmon. End of my turn, he trashes the top of sleep mode, and now he gets to do 3 draw 1 trash ones from the Tamer effect. He has to do them individually, and he's just choosing to get rid of pretty much any Gizmons and just level 3s by the looks of it. Then Rage Mode is going to delete all of my level 5s and lower. He's going to push out the Psychmon, which is definitely a good counter to my deck. He did have less than 7 cards in hand, so he does have 17,000 DP and can swing into the Quartzmon, so big misplay by me. That's just going to be deleted straight away. And then he is going to delete the XT so that he can unsuspend, and this means that he can swing for another 2 checks at 17,000, leaving me with a clear board, and he goes into the Zwart. It does cost him a lot, but he's going to be able to trash 3 and then play 2 things out with a cost of 8 or less. He's going to choose to play the Astamon and a Phascomon. He'll then delete the Phascomon with the Astamon's on play effect. He's then able to Digivolve into the sleep mode for free, and then he gets to do the draw 1, trash 1 from the Phascomon on deletion. That might be a little out of order, but we're still new to this. He draws for Digivolving, and then using the when Digivolving effect, he can put the Rage mode underneath as the top Digi-Evolution card, so that's active for next turn as well. Unsuspend, I'm going to hatch, and then Digivolve into a Terriermon. Then I'm just going to play a Lalamon for 3. Looking at the top 3, I get the Lilymon. Things are looking pretty bad for me. I'm just playing the Pulsemon to set him to as little memory as possible. End of turn, he's going to trash the sleep mode, and then start of my turn, after he's done the draw 3, trash 3, he's just going to put them all straight in there. It's going to delete my entire board because everything was level 5 or lower. Because of the drawing and trashing, he does actually have the Astamon inheritable to play out a level 4 for free, which is pretty good. Sets up an even bigger board. He's going to hatch the Demi-Mirror. He's not going to waste my time too much. He's going to start by swinging at security. 2 checks from the Rage mode, and then the last check is just with the Psychmon, just for the psychological damage. I did have Hybrid in hand, but he could have stopped the attack with the Sleep mode. So on to game 2, I'm going to start by hatching the little Burger Boys and Digivolve them into a Terriermon again. I'm then going to Digivolve into the Sunflowermon, so I can set up pretty cheap evolution if I've got the Lilamon in hand. My opponent's going to hatch the Demi-Mirrormon, Digivolve into the Phascomon, and then they're going to play the Eyesmon, so definitely looking to get some draw and trash early. I am going to start my turn. I'll move out the Sunflowermon, and then I'm going to play the Lalamon. So looking at the top 3, I luck out super hard here. I get a Lilamon and a Yoshino, so I've got something very good to go into next turn. My opponent will start their turn. They're going to draw and move out the Phascomon. They are going to start by swinging the Eyesmon at security. It is a green memory boost, so the Eyesmon has jamming. They're going to swing the Phasco, and then it's a Mimi, so both of the Digimon have unofficial jamming. He's going to play out the Gizmon AT. That means that he can delete the Phascomon to reduce it by 2, and then he gets to do the draw 1, trash 1 from the Demi-Mirror, and then another one from the Phasco, and then another 2 from the Gizmon itself. Now, he did set me to 1, but the Mimi is going to set me to 3 again on my turn. I'm going to hatch the Burger Boys, and I'm going to suspend the Sunflowermon so that I can Digivolve into the Lilamon for 1. I will use the when Digivolving to play out the Yoshino, so now I've got another way to gain a little bit of memory if I need. I'll Digivolve into the Pulsemon in Raising. I'll suspend the Mimi so I can move that out straight away. The Sunflowermon inheritable allows me to Digivolve into the Leopardmon for only 2, and then I can play out another Sunflowermon, and I pass turn by Digivolving into the Vegemon, so I leave him with only 1. If I do have the Leopard mode, then this is going to be a brutal next turn. My opponent hatches the Demi-Mirror, they're going to swing at security, and they do get deleted, so they get to draw 3 and then trash 2. They'll trash the Eyesmon, so because they've got the scatter mode and trash, it just plays out for free. And then they are going to trash another AT, and then Digivolve into the Phascomon in Raising. They're then going to swing at security. It is going to survive, but then they're going to play out the XT, which is going to delete the Gizmon AT, and then allow them to play out one of the Tamers from Trash if they have it. It doesn't look like they have that, but they are going to be able to bottom deck another 2 ATs to just play out another XT. So they've got 2 blockers on the field to kind of put me in my place. I'm going to unsuspend all of my Digimon, and then I'm going to hatch the Burger Boys. I am going to use the Leopardmon main effect to play out the Salamon. I'll look at the top 3 cards with the on play. I'm able to grab both the Leopard mode and also the Micmon. Because of the Lalamon inheritable, I'm going to be able to Digivolve into the Leopard mode for free. And I don't know if my opponent knows how much trouble they're really in for. So I am swinging in. I will suspend the Salamon to unsuspend the Leopard mode. That's going to be 2 checks. First check is a Belphemon. I'm only at 14,000, so I am deleted.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
It's a real shame. So I'm going to have to find another way of doing this. I'm going to suspend the Sunflowermon to evolve into the Lilamon for 1. Actually, it's not going to cost me anything because I've got the Lilamon inheritable. Then I can suspend the Yoshino so that I can gain a memory. Going to be able to play another Yoshino with the when Digivolving effect. Then I'll Digivolve into another Leopardmon and I can play out the Micmon, giving my Digimon piercing, then Digivolve into another Leopard mode. So we'll suspend the other XT, so definitely no blocking going on. I will swing into the XT. Now I am only at 12,000, so 2 checks with piercing. I am fine. I'll suspend the Micmon. I was meant to do that when attacking rather than after the end of attack. That's my bad. I'll suspend Pulsemon this time so that I can unsuspend with the second attack. We do set the tamer for him, but then last check is nothing, so I can swing for game. Oh, that was close.
I do not envy you the headache you will have when you awake. But in the meantime, rest well and dream of large women.
My opponent is going to start for game 3, hatching the Demi-Maramon and then Digivolving into the Gazimon. Going to draw and then play out the purple memory boost. Looking at the top 4, they're going to be able to grab the Pokemon. Probably a good tech against me if I play out anything small. I'm going to draw for my turn. I'm going to hatch the Burger Boys, as we're calling them now. Digivolve into the Terriermon. Then I'm going to Digivolve into the Vegemon. I'm going to then Digivolve into the Lilymon, which will pass turn, but it leaves me with a level 5 and leaves my opponent on 1. They are going to move out the Gazimon and they're going to crack the purple memory burst and Digivolve into the scatter mode. So looking to do some checks early, they'll swing and it doesn't get deleted. So unofficial jamming once more. They really wanted that to be gone. They're going to play out the tamer just to be able to set up some future draw and discard. I'm going to draw for my turn and then I am going to just play out the Yoshino so that I have something to work with on future turns. Make sure that I've got the 3 memory I want. They're going to draw 1 and trash 1, then unsuspend the scatter mode. They will draw for turn, hatch the Demi-Maramon, swing at security, and it does get deleted this time. So second time's the charm. And then they're going to be able to draw 1, trash 1 from Demi-Mera, and then they will draw 3, trash 2 from the scatter mode. They do set up the rage mode in trash. They don't have any of the regular Eyesmons by the looks of it, which is great news for me. They're going to play out the Proto Gizmon, which will delete their egg, and then they get to do the draw 1, trash 1. I think they forget to do the trashing part. That's okay. That's actually bad for them. They're going to play the scatter mode out, and then I get my turn. I'll move out and Digivolve into the Leopardmon. I'll use its effect so that I'm able to play out the Micmon, which will give me piercing for the turn. And then I'm just going to play the Searcher for 1, which will allow me to draw 1 and set my opponent to 1. I know it's a bit of a cheeky pick, but
Just hanging around.
I like it. My opponent is going to hatch the Demi-Maramon, and then they're going to Digivolve into the Psychmon. They are then going to swing in with the scatter mode. My green Digimon do have blocker, but I choose not to block it, and it's going to be an option card. So I'm just going to be able to suspend the Proto and then add to hand. Then they're going to play Calling from Darkness to make sure that the scatter mode does die. They're going to be able to bring those 2 back in and then do the draw 3, trash 2. Opting to make sure that he gets a lot of Gizmons in trash, probably for some XT shenanigans. He's then going to play Gift of Darkness, so he's going to be able to delete my Leopardmon, which is rude, but okay. I do have 6 memory to work with though, so I might be able to pull it back in this turn. I'm going to hatch the Burger Boys, Digivolve into the Terriermon, and then I am going to Digivolve into the Lilamon for 3, which will allow me to play another Yoshino. I will suspend the other Yoshino as well to gain a memory back. Draw for the evolution, then going to play out the Lilamon. And that is going to let me look at the top 3 cards of the deck and hopefully grab another Fairy or Vegetation. I'll grab another Lilamon. I do go past a Leopardmon, so hopefully I have it in hand. I'll play out the green memory boost, sending my opponent to 2. Looking at the top 4, I can grab a Leopardmon, thank goodness, and add that to hand. My opponent will start their turn. Actually, before that, they do the draw 1, trash 1, and then they start their turn. So they'll unsuspend, they'll draw, and they're going to move out the Psychmon. They're then going to play out the AT by deleting the Proto Gizmon. That way it only costs 2, and then they can do the on deletion effect, so they can bottom deck 2 other Gizmons and play out another AT from trash. Then they use the on play to draw 2 trash 2, and now they're swinging in with the Psychmon. It's going to be a Terriermon, so it does survive. He really wants them to die. Then he's going to play out the Belphemon sleep mode. So deleting the Gizmon, he's going to be able to play that for 5. And then he gets to put the Belphemon from trash underneath with the on play of the sleep mode. So now it's going to be a little bit harder for me to swing for game. So I'm going to move out the Terriermon. I do have 5 memory, so things are looking pretty good for me. I choose to digivolve into the Leopard mode straight away because if I go into Leopardmon, I can't use the effect to play something for a reduced cost because of the Psychmon, but I do get to spend the AT. I will swing at security, spending the Searcher to unsuspend, and 2 checks. I do survive, and then I'm going to swing again. I am only at 14,000, so this is risky. My opponent does choose to trash 2 from his hand to end the attack with the Sleepmon's effect. I'm then going to be able to swing another time, suspend the Terrier to do another 2 checks and unsuspend. So it's just looking for that last check after this. It does set a memory boost for my opponent. Do swing in for 1 final check. It is just an Astamon, which means that I do survive, and then I can crack the memory boost and hybrid for game, which is what I was planning to do the first game if I just had a little bit more memory. If I hadn't won this turn, I was definitely dead the next, so very close game. It's a very interesting matchup. If you guessed that the bold head that I used was from Colin Mockery, you were right, and you win 1,000 points. The points don't matter, and don't mean anything. Till next time.